In September, Biden's executive order on advancing biotechnology said effectively, Americans must surrender all human rights that stand in the way of transhumanism.
What I want to talk to you about is the coming technological singularity. I want to talk to you about transhumanism. I want to talk to you about the coming human enhancement revolution.
To somehow improve ourselves over God's perfect design for humanity has been around for a long time. Unfortunately, now we're getting to the point where we can actually attempt to do it. It'll be crude and cruel, and it will kill and injure and damage enormous numbers of people, which perhaps may be its goal.
What is transhumanism? Is it a religion of the technocratic elite?
All of the radical changes that we've experienced in society over the last 2 years, somehow it all just perfectly aligns with the coming of the metaverse. We are on the brink of transhumanism, and it should terrify you. And now you just have this Swedish company which is introducing microchips that allows users to carry their COVID vaccine passport under their skin.
And even as I look into the audience's eyes, I realize how most of them can't even fathom that science may have just opened the gates of hell.
The bottom line for the technocratic elite right now, to cut right to it, is not to better mankind. It's not to take the world and make it a better place right now. It is because these are radical, atheistic, materialist, and they want eternal life. Every one of them is focused on one thing. They want to live forever.
Once humanity reaches this tipping point, it's likely that there will be no turning back, because the ruling AI will be completely autonomous, and mankind will be unable, or worse, unwilling, to pull the plug.
Some of the technologies and schemes of the deep state are so outrageous, so futuristic, so nightmarish, you can't even believe that they're real, but they are.
The next step in the process will be to use these human augmentations to weed out the weak and perfect the human species.
You want to see a false prophet? Pull up Noah Harari's picture and plaster it on your refrigerator, so every morning you can go look in the eyes of a demon and you'll know exactly what that's like.
And if you had any more reason to pray for the end of transhumanism, Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged with sex trafficking, was a proponent of transhumanism.
And yet, like Hitler's German experiment, the transhumanism movement, if left unchecked, will forever alter humanity's genome, and with it, our society.
There's a big war happening. There's a false prophet.
Are the boomers the last generation of humans?
I'm going to explain how it all works right now. And people can either listen to me and understand the enemy plan and stop it, or you can die. And I get it. Everybody has normalcy bias. And so you think, oh, well, they only shut it down for a year. And yeah, things were closed for a while, and we were non-essential, and we did this nonsensical 6 feet apart. And yeah, a lot of folks are getting sick from these shots, but let's just muddle through it and things will get back to normal. They're never getting back to normal, in the words of all the top globalists. It is a permanent takeover. This is the end if people don't get serious. And I'm a tough guy, okay? I can take a lot. But let me tell you, I'm pretty shook up right now, because I'd hope this was just a beta test, and no, they've gone all out. This is the blitzkrieg. This is the lightning war. This is the attack. This is time to get right with Jesus. And let me tell you, when there ain't food for a month, your neighbors will eat your ass, like I told you a year ago. And I told you that's where this was all leading, and we didn't stop it. And there's not much time left.
Sophia paused before the door. It read, Department of Bidigital Convergence. Just inside was a new world, a better world, the one of everlasting life, of no pain, of no loss, of no problem. She entered the chamber, and her surroundings changed. She saw around her an infinite field of waving golden grain surmounted by cloudless blue sky. The AI voice whispered gently in her mind, Welcome to the singularity. She couldn't see it and couldn't feel it, but her body had almost instantly been covered by a swarm of tiny gray multi-legged bots that melted through her clothes and into her skin. Not perceiving the nightmare, her eyes had already been consumed and the rest of her body was dissolving as the bots digested her flesh. She felt only a warmth suffusing her being. Drowsy, she drifted to sleep, and her last thought was one of panic. Would she ever wake? Could a nightmare vision like this be an outcome of the much-hyped transhumanist technological singularity?